Baby, let me tell you something. Today's guest has made a name for himself from the front seat of his car. One Keith Lee food review and your favorite restaurant is booked, sold out, and trending by morning. But behind the viral moments is a family man, a former MMA fighter, and a creator who's using his platform to help small businesses survive. From Forbes 30 Under 30 to the Time 100 and TikTok's Creator of the Year in 2025, Keith Lee is still a man of the people. So grab a snack and get comfortable because, baby, this is Keke Palmer. Today's episode is brought to you by the new drinks at McDonald's. 6 new drinks, crafted sodas with cold foam, refreshers with popping boba and freeze-dried fruit, and trust, they are giving everything. Now, let's get into today's show. Okay, guys, please welcome the amazing, the awesome Keith Lee. What's up, man? Oh, I love this outfit.
Thank you. Likewise.
Period. And your hair is getting longer and longer.
I love your hair.
Thanks, boo.
Absolutely. It's an honor to be here, man.
I'm so glad because, last time I think you had it was like Atlanta was having a storm.
In the airport.
Yes.
Got them, make no mistakes.
Yeah, right. We good. We were safe. That's
Absolutely.
The main thing. Yeah.
I went to the crib.
How's it being in LA? Do you like LA when you come?
I do business here, so
Yeah.
I come in and out. But I'm a country boy, so I live in Dallas. Yeah. But
Okay.
I'm from Detroit, so Midwest country. Yeah,
I'm from Illinois. Yep.
That's why we get along.
Okay. Period.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into these pre-show pull-up questions because I'm going to
Please.
get into your head
Let's
just a
do
little
it.
bit. So zodiac sign is Libra. Do you relate to the Libra of it all? Do you feel like you're like balanced?
I don't follow
Astrology too
it
much.
enough, but I feel like my wife tells me every now and again that I am a Libra. She just told me today because my mom-in-law is a Libra too.
Oh my
And
gosh.
She was like, "Oh yeah, y'all both Libras." I don't know what that means, but I'll take your word for it.
One thing I know about Libras that I feel like you do is like y'all have an aesthetic. Every Libra I know has a look.
I can take that.
An
yeah.
identifiable look. Like
What's
they
my
got,
aesthetic?
it's always like I'm humble low key, but it's still flexing low key. You know
I
what I
can see
mean?
that.
Like I
Yeah,
can tell
yeah,
you
you be
it's put
chilling.
together, but it's like
Yeah.
I seen when you had it was almost like I think it was like the do-rag or some type of scarf underneath the hat. It's like a vibe. You know what I mean?
You be tapped in.
I'm
Okay,
tapped in.
yeah.
I'm like, keep
yeah.
flying. Okay, your sun is a Libra, obviously. Your moon is a Sag. I'm also a Sag moon. And then you have a Scorpio rising. So this is obviously, your wife has told you this. She the one who knows.
She didn't go into full detail. Please explain what that means. I have no idea what that means. And I know you be tapped in.
I love that she knows. So Libra, we discussed, the Sag moon is, we're individuals. We love to experience, we love to travel, which we see you do all the
Absolutely.
time. We're just very much like free spirits and not afraid to, we're not trying to go against the grain, but we don't mind if we out there
If
on
we
our
do.
own. You know what I mean?
That
And then
relates.
Scorpios are independent. They can be very blunt. A lot of people feel like they're
Okay.
like, they're
I can take
harsh.
that.
You know what I mean?
That's me at times.
Scorpios also are about their partner. They're usually, when
okay.
they're in love,
Uh-huh.
that's their thing. That's what they're about.
I don't believe in astrology like that, but it makes that everything that you just said I can relate
You're
to.
literally always talking about your wife.
For
so
sure,
it's like,
everything you just said. I
it
can
lines
relate.
up. Okay, what are you most grateful for today? Family. Obviously, we're going to talk about the Family Day Festival.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Please.
Congratulations.
Are you gonna be there?
Oh my gosh, so
I would
wait.
love for you to be there.
So
that
what I
would be
got to do
amazing.
to get there, man? Like,
Just come.
okay, period. I got me
just
and my
come.
whole family good?
Everybody.
Because I know y'all
Yeah.
got tickets and stuff. So y'all
So
hook
this
us
is
up,
for
low-key.
kids. This is for families. This is for grandmas, grandpas, moms, mom-in-laws,
Oh
whoever
my
you want to
gosh.
bring. They are on me.
All I'm hearing in the back of my mind is either outstanding or grandma's hands. One, that's
Bring
what
all of them.
I'm imagining that vibe.
Please bring all of them.
Okay, a relationship or friendship non-negotiable for you. My marriage. So
Yeah,
somebody
I don't
not
play about it.
respecting your marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
And this is, we going to get real raw all today.
Let's do it.
This is something that we've been talking about nonstop. This is a conversation we had yesterday. I don't play when it comes to respect, and I don't play when it comes to respect in my marriage. And I'm still learning, and it's still a process of trying to navigate what that looks like in this space. Because I won't catch it sometimes, but then my wife would be like, "Oh, she was flirting with you," and I won't catch it. I won't pay no attention to it because I'm in a business mindset of looking like, "Oh, we got a festival to sell, or we having conversations with the mayor, or we talking to this person," and she like, "Oh no, that girl is such and such and such." So it's like still, even though I don't see it, respecting the fact that she feels that way and acknowledging that and trying to figure out how to move forward with that because respect is a huge thing to me.
And probably she can tell for her because there's a difference between being kind and just being a good vibe, and then you're not
Being
saying
overly
hello
flirty.
to me, and you're not saying hello to the wife.
That's what she's okay. So that's what she
Yeah.
said. I don't play when it comes to speaking first, but I guess this interaction went longer with me specifically than it did with the rest of everybody else. And she was like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna have a conversation, you had a conversation with the group,
That's
or you
right.
have a conversation with his wife.
That's
and
right.
not just single this person out.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right when you're right.
You got it. You got
right
it.
when you're right. Yeah.
Right. What's a question you wish you were asked more in interviews? This or that questions about my personality.
Yeah, I feel like people don't really know who I am. yeah.
gosh.
I feel like people don't really know me for real. And this is why I was so happy to do this, because I feel like you're the perfect person to really like just chop it up and have a conversation with. Because I don't really talk to a lot of people. So the fact that we can chop it up, and I know you are so great at what you do, that I feel like you're going to pull it out anyway. So yeah. Let's chop it up.
I'm so happy.
Likewise, man.
Okay, who is someone you've met that made you feel starstruck? This name that you mentioned makes me very happy because she's such a sweet person.
Love that
Tiana
lady.
Taylor.
She's
the
one of the
best.
sweetest people. So we just met her when we were at Grammys week, and we went to a after party, and it was a bunch of people around with so much going on. She was sitting in the back, and we had our PR lady go ask her, hey, and shout out to Dom. Dom is one of my favorite people in this world.
What up, Dom?
So we had her go and have a conversation and see, hey, if we could just say hi to Tiana.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is going to be a quick, you know how stuff goes.
Yeah.
It's loud. It's people in the club. They partying. It's after Grammys. I'm thinking it's going to be like a quick wave. She literally came out in front of everybody. She pulled my wife to the front. Again, we having this conversation. She pulled my wife to the front first, and she said, I love y'all so much. I know y'all got 3 kids. I know y'all just had a son. I know that your daughter like this. She don't like that. And I'm like, you tapped in for real. And then she looked at me, she said nothing but respect. She said, let's take a picture. And when she took the picture, she hugged Ronnie and was like this close, cheek to cheek with Ronnie. And I was happy to be the third wheel in that situation.
I love
she was
that,
one of the sweetest people I've ever
Ronnie.
met. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah,
She was a
she's
sweetheart.
that kind of person. Very
She's a
real,
sweetheart.
very respectful, and just
sure.
family driven.
For sure.
Okay, what's a mantra you live by and why? Keep the main thing the main thing.
And the main thing is God.
Okay.
Amen. The main thing is Jesus. Amen.
The main thing being the main thing and knowing that that's
And
the main
keep
thing.
it the main thing. No matter what comes in between that, the main thing is the main thing.
You grew up in the church?
I did.
I did too.
I
I grew up in the
did.
church as well. And first of all, community was the main thing I feel like I obviously outside of the word and God and worshiping was just that built-in foundation of community.
Absolutely. I went to church camp every year.
Oh my gosh, I went to church camp twice. They only had it 2 times. We didn't have the money for the
nobody
third.
know that about me. And again, this is why I think this is gonna be amazing, because I went to church camp every year, and from like 8 to like 14. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We did like summer camp where it was like a week camp when we went out in the middle of
Yes.
Michigan. And then we had like all day camp where you would just go. We do like field trips, go to the zoo.
Yes.
Eat those like box lunches that they get on the little it was like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yep.
I grew up in a church, and I'm forever blessed to be able to have that connection. I didn't really have my connection with God personally or with Jesus until I became older.
Yes.
And I was able to make my own relationship because I feel like it's 2 things that can happen when you grow up in the church. You can either really fall into it, or you can fall out of it.
Sure.
And when you don't have your own personal relationship, I think it makes you question a lot.
Yes.
Because you listening to stories, you watching church folk, and you know how black church folk is.
Yeah.
It's either all in or all out. And if you don't fully understand as a child, maybe it can make you lean towards all out. And that's how I was until I made my own relationship.
Yeah.
And I realized it's something more personable than just reading a book. You got to understand a book in order to read it and understand your own personal journey with him.
And I feel like that living part of it is really true
That's a
when we
fact.
talk about our age. Because for me as a kid, it's like I knew the stuff and I'm understanding it, but there's only so much that I can understand.
They just felt like words.
Yes.
Until you actually get into it and you can relate and you get like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I've been through that before. I know what that feel like. Until you can get to that point, it's going to be like, oh, I'm just reading.
No, it's
because
so
somebody
true.
told me to read.
And then you feel all weird. You do go that moment of judging yourself for asking questions because you feel like, oh,
Absolutely.
I'm being blasphemous. But it's like, man, God, you got to ask the questions to God so God can answer them.
That's a fact.
You
And
know?
in our community, to ask questions is, you got the devil in you. Yeah. We got to pray it up out of you. There's something wrong
It's
with
like,
him.
I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yo. Okay, so you welcomed a son.
I did.
Cardigan.
Yeah,
back
I
in
did.
September. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, I mean, have you noticed any big difference? Because you just had, this is your first boy.
It's my first boy.
And
yeah.
you just had daughters. So what is it like?
It's not nothing yet because he ain't got a personality. So it's like,
You gotta just be blonde.
Yeah, he just be there. Like, I love that you said that because I always say I don't know him yet. He don't know me and I don't know him. I just met him 4 months ago. So until we can get to a place where he has a personality
funny
and
as
I
hell.
can see what it is
Yeah.
that makes the difference. I've always heard it's a difference, but my 2 girls are rough.
Carter's 5, Riley's 3,
Mm-hmm.
and Cardigan's 5 months. You got some little ones.
Babies, I'm in the
Okay.
trenches.
Yes.
I'm in the trenches.
You think you and Ronnie gonna want more?
Okay, before she kill me. Okay, so we had a conversation. She goes back and forth a lot, right?
Yes.
So my number 1 rule, and again, this is why I said I love doing this, because you getting stuff out of me. My number 1 rule is that I'm done when she's done.
Okay, boom.
Whenever she ready to have more kids, we have more kids. If she want 30 of them, we gonna have 30 of them.
Period.
If she done at 3, we done at 3. Because as much as I would want to say I want kids, I'm not the one carrying them. And that's not my body that's going through the inner effect, the before effects, the after effects. People who don't have kids don't understand how real postpartum is. And I feel like it would be selfish of me and unfavoring as a partner to be like, oh, I want more kids, so we got to have more kids. Mm-hmm. So whenever she's ready to have more, we're going to have more. But she teeters a lot. Yeah. So we'll be 30 this year. I just turned 29 in October. She turns 30 in March.
Okay.
So she said by the time she's 30, she wants to be done having kids. But this is before my son. So now it's like, one day I'll talk to her, she'll be like, yeah, I can see maybe when he get 4 or 5. And other days I'll talk to her, she'll be like, I said I was done at 30. So it's like, I don't know.
And her birthday's March what? Is she Aries or Pisces? She's
Aries.
Aries. My dad's at 26.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It be flip-flop. Whatever she want to do, if we have more kids, just know it's because she came to me and said, I want more kids.
What kind of pregnant is she? Is she chill or is she different each time?
It depends, yeah. So with the boys, she was more like quiet, and she just like wanted her peace and wanted to be to herself. With the girls, it was food, cravings nonstop. Like the most random, weird, 3 o'clock in the morning, go get me a slushie from this gas station, and it got to be from this gas station because I'm going to be able to tell that you got it from a different gas station.
Oh my God.
French fries from a specific McDonald's, milkshakes and French fries at the same time. But then with my boy, she literally just was like, here.
That's
like, she
so
just want to
funny.
chill.
People always say that about daughters. For whatever it is, they make you hungry.
I don't know what that
bigger.
is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I can't tell you what it is. It was a stark difference. Yeah, it was a complete stark difference.
So you and your wife, Ronnie, y'all got married during COVID, but you were posting about possibly planning like a little larger celebration.
We've never had a wedding.
Yeah,
we got married at the courtwood.
OMG. Well, I mean, the paper is the paper. So we
got married.
Regardless.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So would you want to do something bigger for a celebration? Yeah, would it be this year, next year?
Destination wedding is the plan. But you know, with them, you really got a plan.
Yeah.
And I got a real big family.
Yeah.
So trying to get a bunch of in one spot, I think that's going to be the hardest part. Especially if you talking about doing a destination. I have passports.
Man, then we got to get the passports.
We got to get the passports.
We got to wait the 5 months.
The baby ain't even got a passport yet.
Oh my gosh,
it's like
the baby passport.
Yeah, trying to figure all that out is going to be the hardest part. And at the same time, you still want to enjoy and celebrate.
Yeah.
Because when I say we had no wedding, it was literally during COVID. And she was pregnant at the time with my oldest. So we at the courthouse, big belly, everybody got masks on. We all 6 feet away from each other, but it's 30 of us. And we in Vegas, so we at the Elvis Presley drive-through where we all standing outside.
That's actually really romantic.
It was romantic in a sense, but at the same time, it was hot. She was 6-7 months pregnant. So I think it's definitely something that I want to revisit. It's just gonna take a lot of planning. I already know.
Well, I'll be looking. We watch your life online, so we be waiting for the post.
Absolutely. Well, you better be there.
Okay, come. I love that I'm being embraced like this.
We met in New Orleans, and I told you when we first met that you are one of my favorite people, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, and I don't take that lightly. Like the love is mutual.
And I know you don't because your reviews.
I'm dead serious, bro. I do not take that lightly.
That means so much.
New Orleans,
I love
Louisiana. I love you more. New Orleans, Louisiana. God. We are not only having family food day. I want your family to be there, and I want everybody to just come and have fun, man. Enjoy.
That's so fire. Yeah. You know, I got my little boy. He love to be around a bunch of black folks.
It's
we
amusement rides. We got carnival. We doing an obstacle course where my family's competing with other families.
Oh my god!
If you are competitive, you can jump in on that.
Yeah. So what kind of games are going to be there? Like, are we talking like what is it?
Welcome home, Roscoe Jenkins.
Oh,
old school family reunion, competitive, sweating, arguing, going back and forth, having a time.
Now, is this the first family day?
It is. It's the first one.
What made you decide to do this?
That's a great question. Okay, so we've had a conversation about what it looks like to do food tour before, but I don't think I've ever really went in full detail. It's 8 to 10 hours in the Sprinter van with my kids and with my wife and with my family, nonstop, and we might be on the road for 3 weeks at a time. And we do that in a bunch of different states, right?
Yeah.
So if you got kids cranky in the back, you doing 8 or 10 hours nonstop. We eating food that they can't necessarily eat. We got to stop at different places. It's a lot that goes into it, right?
Yeah.
And I think for me, I was looking for a way to do it that's more streamlined and have it to where it's a big event in the actual day. This is the first thing that I've ever actually done. Like, some people get 10, 15 million followers, and they like, oh, I'm selling product immediately. Or come do my e-course of how to do this. And
them e-courses be going off.
Immediately. Like the second you get any kind of notoriety, immediately it's selling something. We 4 years in, and this is the first thing that I'm actually selling. I've tried to sell merch before, and I get so much in my head that I can't fathom the fact of taking money from somebody that I don't have a personal connection with.
Yes.
So this is a way I can have a personal connection and see people in person.
Yeah.
And this is not a money grab. This is not something we just throwing up. I'm walking around the festival. I'm talking to people. I'm full-blown competing.
Oh, my God.
This is something where my team has already cussed me out in advance of how crazy I know this might get. And I don't care. I want all parts.
May 16th in New Orleans. I mean, the family's of the core of this event, like so many of your other projects. I feel like this is exactly you and your brand. How has the preparation been? Because it's a big undertaking.
Keke. This is the hardest thing I've ever done.
I can only imagine.
I'm not going to hold you up. Just from being on calls all day, every day.
Yeah. The vendors.
The lineup. So we got a very crazy lineup, but it's for every generation. So we got Kirk Franklin as the main.
Stomp.
And have you ever seen Kirk in person?
Oh my gosh, I
Kirk
saw it
be
like
stomping.
one of the award shows. You know, like
Kirk
performing.
be stomping.
So classic and nostalgic.
We did an event in Atlanta, and there was no mics. The power had went out, so he had nothing but an electric keyboard and 6 people singing. And you would have thought he had a marching band with him. He was sweating. He had a tank top on. It was see-through by the time the performance was done.
Oh, my God.
He is one of the best performers I've ever seen in person. So we got him as headliner, but then we also got Gracie's Corner for the kids.
Gracie's Corner. We love you, Gracie.
I love some Gracie. Yeah. She going to be full-blown mascot walking around the festival. But then we got Shamar.
Oh my God! Wait, you please.
For every generation. So I wanted music for every generation to be able to come and enjoy. And it's not just one thing where one group of people are going to be sitting there dancing, everybody sitting down. I wanted to where everybody take turns.
Yes.
And then at the end of it, we all just listen to Kirk and have fun. Because we got New Orleans natives. So we got Manny Fresh. Then we got Hot SZA. Shout out to Lareezy. We got Lareezy, who's one of the biggest upcoming artists in New Orleans.
Shout out to Lareezy.
We really tapping into the culture and tapping into what it is of that city. And I'll get an exclusive. Next year, we going somewhere in the Midwest.
So you've already got it planned.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Come on, somewhere in the Midwest.
Because again, this is something that's a true passion of mine. Like this is something that I'm putting everything into. It's really when I say a passion of love, I'm talking every day. We just got ideas and conversations, and that's why it's the hardest thing, because I know if this does well, it's because one is in God's timing, but it's because this is genuinely something that we put together.
Yes.
And not anything else I've ever done has been a collaboration with somebody.
Yeah.
So we hosted a festival before with Complex, but it was with Complex.
Sure.
This is the first time where it's Keith Lee and Family, and we're Family and Keith Lee, that we actually put it together. We're our own business, our own LLCs, our own, making our own portfolio from a business perspective.
That's
and it's
very
like we
important.
never. And I think what's so crazy is that people don't talk about it enough.
Yeah.
And it's like we 4 years in, and this is our very first touch into that. Because before, it felt like everything was quick, get rich quick schemes.
Sure.
And I don't like them quick money grabs.
Because you want something to be cyclical. How is this supporting the community? How is this, like if I'm going to ask for something, I need to be given something.
Exactly. And we need to really feel reciprocated. I don't want nobody to come and just be like, oh, I spent all this money with them and they just wasn't there. We ain't even see him. We didn't even know this event. It just had his name on it. No, I want you to be able to see us. I want you to see my kids having fun. Everybody, please be safe at the same time.
Exactly.
Don't run up on my kids. They still my kids. So
they
still kids now. So, but I want everybody just to have fun. We are cousins. I want everybody just to feel like family. And it's just a day where everybody can come and enjoy.
Well, you know, the biggest question is what kind of food we gonna have up at there?
So if you ever seen a video and you was like, ooh, that look good, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be there.
Ooh, so we getting all type of stuff. All
kind of food. So not only food from New Orleans, but we got food from surrounding areas. I can give you a few of them that are staples for me. There's a Black-owned woman, because again, it's still about community. There's a Black-owned woman pudding shop in Pearland, Texas. When we first went, she was on the verge of closing. She has the best banana pudding I've ever had in my entire life. And I don't need to say that lightly. She was on the verge of closing. Now she has 3 different locations.
Blessings.
There's a place in Chicago, Illinois called Cleo's.
Come on, Cleo.
Shout out to Cleo's.
Cleo shot
She had one location. Now she's at, I think, 3 or 4 locations. And these are grassroots mom and pop shops that are still independent, and places that can come. Even a place from here in LA, Easy Street Burgers.
Easy
we
Street
have
Burgers
them
I've
confirmed.
had.
Places that are still mom and pop, and places that can still use the visibility, and take it and go to the next level.
I love that. I mean, I want to go back to the beginning, but I just have to ask, because you're saying this in this moment, is did you foresee that being what your brand would turn, or your influence would turn into, in terms of supporting Black-owned businesses and really giving people an opportunity to grow?
I would say yes. I didn't think it was going to be a festival. I thought it was going to be something. Of course, we had the conversation about a restaurant, but a restaurant, I feel like, don't get enough credit for how hard that business is.
Hard, yeah.
It's, if not one of the hardest, if not the hardest business to get into, especially if you have no experience in it. And I don't take that lightly. I don't play with when it comes to people money. So I wasn't just about to set nothing up so you could be like, oh, his food trash.
Yeah.
And he talking about everybody else's food. And his customer service ain't.
Yeah, people be so ready to drag.
Immediately.
Like-
Immediately. What you do? But yeah, I immediately want to avoid that. So, like I said, restaurant was in question. But then we started thinking about something that could be long term, and like I said, building IP. It could be something that is existing every year. And I'm like, what better way than bringing a community together than have an actual family reunion? And what does a family reunion look like? A festival, music festival, food, family, and this I really wanted to separate from any other festival. Like, I didn't want it just to be something that I slapped my name on.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't think of any other festival that has an obstacle course where you can compete.
Except for the grown folk,
I can't think of any festival where you can go and listen to Shamar and Kirk Franklin in the same place.
Yeah.
I can't think of no festival where you can get small local owned spots from different parts of the country, and even out of the country. I can't think of any place that highlights and put small businesses on the forefront of a festival. Because when you go to festivals, it's usually either all about the music, or if it's all about the food, it's all about the staples or the big wow factors.
Because it's the sponsors.
You get the big sponsors places. But this is literally about the community, for the community.
I love this for you. I'm so excited. May
Thank you, man.
16th, New Orleans. This
Absolutely.
is huge news. Let's take it all the way back to the beginning, because we
Please.
got to know what type of kid Keith Lee was
Let's get into
growing
it.
up. What was it like growing up in Detroit?
I was bad, bro. Yeah, I was real bad.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
This episode is brought to you by the brand new drinks over at McDonald's. Okay, y'all, these drinks are officially the outside drinks of 2026. I'm talking concert season, game day season, vintage market season, picnic in the park with a cute fit and a lover season. These drinks were built for any occasion worth showing up for, y'all. The Sprite Berry Blast with Sprite Blue Raspberry and cold foam on top. That's your drink before the headliner hits the stage. The Strawberry Watermelon Refresher with freeze-dried strawberries with a little caffeine to keep the energy going is what you and your girlfriends are going to be sipping at the post-brunch afters. 6 new drinks total. Crafted sodas with cold foam and refreshers with popping boba and freeze-dried fruit that go perfectly with even the chilliest of days and the hottest shenanigans. Before you pull up anywhere, I know you're stopping at McDonald's first, because that's just the move now. New drinks now at McDonald's. Baby, we outside.
I've told this story before, so I'll go a little deeper in detail.
Okay.
So I was a kid who had, you could say, disciplinary issues, but my issue was the issue with authority.
Yeah.
And I'll be damned, my kids are the exact same way.
Oh my gosh, you got it back.
Bad.
You got it back.
Bad. Keke, when I tell you, I can't tell my daughter to do anything without. Why?
I love
For
it.
what? And I'll explain it, and she's like, okay, I'll do it, Dad. But afterwards, can we talk? Because you were a little loud when you said it.
Ooh,
And
ooh.
she's 5.
You got a critical thinker on your hands. This is a good thing.
It's a great thing, and it's something that is to be admired, but it's something that is very difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
And that's why I was labeled as a disciplinary issue, because instead of taking the time to figure out what it was or where I was coming from, I will automatically just get labeled and just get thrown to the side. Like, oh, he bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially, first of all, schools in general, they can do that
For
to
sure.
kids. They ask questions, and it's not even really trying to challenge authority. It's trying to understand
Trying to figure it
the
out.
meaning.
Like, I don't know, and I really want to know because I'm inquisitive. So I really have to know why you telling me what to do. instead of just being like, because I said so.
Yeah, like it was never going to do it. Why did I think that was what was going to do
that's
it?
A fact.
But before food was MMA fighting. So I feel like that must have been a way to let some of that steam off.
So I wrestled all through middle school and high school, and I went straight from high school to being a professional fighter.
That's
I tried to go to
crazy.
college. I couldn't afford it. And as second I left, I went straight to, because my brother had moved us all to Vegas from Detroit.
Okay.
And I went back to Vegas and I started training with him. And I turned professional at 18. And I was fighting from 18 to 26. My last fight was at the end of 2022. That's when everything took off on social media.
I remember when we all saw that you was that fighter too. We was like, whoa, that footage was like, okay, killer.
You know, it's crazy. I feel like people immediately just see me as the fool guy. And like, I know you can relate to this so much because you've had so many different paths and so many different parts of your life that people will look at you and be like, oh, that's Akila in the beat.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, that's Keke.
Yeah.
But like, at what point did you feel comfortable with that? Because I feel like I'm just starting to get comfortable with not being the fighter because my whole life, that's all I thought I was going to be.
Yeah, and so you just mean like the fact that people are just making you the food guy.
Yeah.
How do you do that? You know, I think that when I was no longer a kid and it was like difficult for me to like make that transition from being a kid entertainer to being an adult, I was just like, I don't know what happened in my mind, but I just was kind of like, I leaned into it, I guess. I leaned into the fact that like, you know, y'all have known me forever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's okay, even though I moved into a new, but yours is the reverse.
Yes.
It's like people aren't remembering where you've been.
At all.
You know, so it's a
Yeah.
total different thing.
sure.
And I think, you know, I don't know. I feel like for me as a fan of yours, I live for the Keith Lee having the MMA pass,
For
you know what I
sure.
mean? And then also like now he's a food critic. Like
For
this
sure.
is crazy. Like I love the diversity in that.
What character do people call you the most?
Akila.
Akila.
Akila,
You always gonna
and
be Akila?
they always call me Akila, and then they always call me True Jackson.
But
But
you
it's-
always gonna be true.
It's always true. You know, the VP, they're like,
you
I'm
forever
the
gonna
new
be true.
VP, you know?
Do people walk up to you?
Yes, it's crazy.
That's hilarious.
But you know, it's one of those things where I just go back to it and I'm just like, at least y'all, you know, y'all rocking with it.
You hear me?
You know what
At
I
least
mean?
they know you for something.
You know what I mean?
Amen.
And it's positive either
That's a
way, you know,
fact.
so that makes me happy. But it is a weird thing, you know. So have you and your brother, because I know your brother, Kevin Lee, is a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Did y'all, what was it like growing up? Was y'all fighting like?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, that sounds
every
crazy.
day, all day. So I have two brothers,
Yeah.
and then I have a god brother. So that's why I was about to say I have three brothers. But then I have an older sister. My older sister is the one who gave it to me the most.
Oh my
she in
God.
here somewhere, or she probably listening from the opposite side.
Hey, older sis.
So her name is Irma.
What
She
up,
is
Irma?
my best friend. Growing up, she was a lot bigger than me. So she would full blown, I'm talking about old school. If I do anything, she the one that's sitting on people. She the one
Okay.
putting people under the pillows and making you sit there with your arms next to you.
Oh my gosh, I live for it.
Yeah, my sister was the strict one out of all of them. But now me and her are like biggest thieves. And she's 7 years older than me. But if you was to
That's
see
like
her,
me and my little brother.
I'm gonna bring her in when you done and you tell me who you think older.
Okay.
People always think she my little sister. Always. Always. She got
must
them
be
good
teeny.
genes. Yeah, she got them real good genes.
You've been very vocal about social anxiety.
I have.
And just saying it's been a part of your life since you were younger. But it's so interesting because I don't see that.
Because I rock with you, Keke. Yeah, that's why you don't see it, because I rock with you.
So how did, I mean, like fighting in front of crowds, but you was killing it. Like, did that make you nervous or did that help you?
Yes and no. I feel like my anxiety shows itself in social settings more than it does in a setting like that, because I don't have to talk to people. So it's like I can punch somebody in the face and whatever happens after this kind of happens after this. But talking to people for some reason always gave me this like, because I'm an overthinker. So I overthink everything. So like I can have a conversation with somebody and if I say one thing that I don't like, I'm thinking about it and replaying it 1,000 times nonstop.
I do that too.
Ugh, it's the worst.
It's a doozy.
Because then I go into conversations nervous about what I'm about to say. And then I end a conversation nervous. And then I lead a conversation even more nervous. And then that just kind of snowballs into this like overly anxious, kind of overthinking, like worried kind of situation.
And I feel like social media doesn't make it any better
Oh,
because
it make
one
it way
false
worse.
move
And
and you
people with them
meant every
glasses,
word you said. And it's
people
like,
with
but
them, Keke, people with them glasses, them undercover spies, them meta glasses.
the ones that are
Oh
filming.
my God, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because you like, oh, I'm just having a social interaction, and you see blinking, and you're like, oh,
Got me.
I done got caught. And I be mid-conversation like, oh, damn, I'm looking right at your camera like, damn, I done got caught.
And you got the people online that be reading lips and
It be the worst.
what?
Yeah. See, I can't. imagine what it's like to be Keke Palmer because I feel like I'm still in a space where people see me as a family man and as the food guy. So it's a level of respect I feel like people give me.
Yeah.
Where I don't have like the screaming people coming like running up and down the street, but I see people like you or people like I Show Speed or Casanat who garners a different audience where I don't know what that feels like.
I think it's very interesting what you're pointing out, which is just like the type of audience that people, you know, that the type of audience an artist has.
Absolutely.
And it's interesting because I do have some people, depending on if they know me from like social media or if they know me from like my kid years, that could come with some of that energy. But then I also have some of my fans that are like either like the auntie committee, and they be like, baby.
I got aunties. That's me. I love me some aunties.
Like,
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I love me some aunties.
When they be like, baby.
I get that every day. Always gonna be good. God got you, and I can feel it all over you.
When I tell you, I feel
me,
so
received. Yeah,
like,
that's me every day.
And so then
I'd
that
be like,
energy
yes, ma'am.
is like everything, you know, because it's like, obviously I love all my fans, even the ones that come up with, you know, crazy energy. But it's true. You depending on where people meet you from,
For
what
sure.
you're gonna get that energy. It's different, yeah. You first started, we're talking about Ronnie, you first started actually posting videos about cooking your wife's pregnancy cravings, which then evolved obviously into your restaurant reviews. And by 2023, you're signing 7-figure deals and you have 7 million followers. Like, so were you just always a foodie?
Yeah.
Okay, boom.
So I've always been a foodie. I've always been somebody who is in love with the art of food because as a wrestler and a fighter, you have to be focused on your diet and your nutrition. So I've always been around food scientists or people who are professional chefs, people who are food nutritionists, and I've always had to learn how to, because at first I never did weight cutting the right way. So in high school, I wouldn't eat anything. I wouldn't drink a lot of water. I would try and make weight in a very unhealthy way. I would eat applesauce, 1 jar applesauce for 3 days and be training nonstop. And it's very unhealthy for your body. But then I learned what to eat and when to eat it.
So what's the proper way to cut? What's the proper thing when you talk about cutting weight?
So it's like a give and take system. So as much as you give into your body, you have to take out that a little bit more, if that makes sense. So if I put in 700 calories, I have to take out 750 calories.
What?
But then, but then substitute minerals and substitute good fats and substitute good proteins and carbs to really give your body fuel. Because if you do it right, your body is like it could be either I don't want to throw nobody under the bus, but it could be either like a Volkswagen Jetta or it could be a Bentley. And if you treat your body like a Bentley, then
love a Jetta. But if I have to choose, you put a gun in my head. No. Because why would I do the hand too? No, but I love what you're saying.
Yeah, because I think it's really, you can either fuel your body, and the best fuel that you can give it, like I said, is good carbs and good fats and good minerals. And learning that, like I said, I only learned it through food nutritionists and having my brother with me who would cut a lot more weight than I did, and just being able to see his journey and see his process, and really see how fine-tuned it has to be. And I think my love of food has come from that. And even when I was cutting weight and I couldn't eat, I would eat through people. Like I had this real big thing where I'm a vicarious eater. So like I can be fasting for 3 days. My family will tell you, I can be fasting for 3 days. All 3 of those days, I'm watching Food Network nonstop.
It's so weird how that is for me. Anytime that I've had a moment where I was fasting or I was doing something specific where I couldn't eat certain foods, it sounds torturous, but why am I watching videos?
I want to see it. Eat it slower.
Like watching.
Eat it slower. Pick it up.
They're cooking a crab ragoon between sourdough toast.
And
what
let
are you
it
doing,
fall
girl?
off the spoon. Just slow down a little bit.
Like it's too
Quit talking a little bit. Just slow down. Just let me see.
It's so good.
I want a slow pickup, and
It's
that's me.
very fun to watch people eat,
I love
which is
it.
why we love watching your
Thank you.
reviews. We live for this.
Sure.
But I have to ask, do you still cook? Because we was watching you. You know, you was doing it with your wife.
I can't as much.
Okay,
we be traveling so much. I've slowed down on even doing food reviews because again, this festival is such a main focus.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put out something just for the sake of putting it out. I don't want to go do a food tour just to say we did a food tour. Everything has to be intentional. And the reason why I haven't done a lot of food reviews is because every day I'm focused on this food festival and making it the best food festival on planet Earth. And I won't half-ass it. I'm not going to just do something because, I ain't posted in this long, or I need to do whatever's going to happen is going to happen. If you want to unfollow me because I ain't posting that much, so be it.
Yeah,
God, I mean, amazing.
Regardless, you've had such a success story, and I wonder how much you're surprised about how this has happened for you in this regard. you know, what did you expect it to come from this? You know, did you think that, hey, me and my family's going to be always on this, but it was going to be from MMA? Like,
yeah, I thought I was going to be a champion of the world. I thought that I was going to have a bunch of endorsement deals rolling in from that. That didn't happen. It didn't even get close to happening. I got punched in the face and got kicked out of my contract.
That's crazy.
Bloody, and my daughter is like, "Oh, daddy bleeding," and then that turned into, like I said, me doing what I feel like I was called to do. Which, and the only reason I started recording is so I can get used to being in front of the camera, so I can do MMA interviews. But that really was me studying to be able to do this, and I had no idea.
Isn't that so funny? Because you just said you thought you were going to be the champion of the world and you're going to have endorsement deals. But you have endorsement deals.
Hey, man.
And you are a champion.
Hey, man.
You know, but it's just, it's a God.
Space.
We don't even
Absolutely.
be knowing. But God be writing the script. And
That's
also, you
fact.
don't have to get punched.
That's a fact.
So I don't know about you.
That's a fact.
But
I'm blessed,
that's
man.
fire.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
blessed,
saying?
man.
Like, I'm still doing all the things.
That's a
But I
fact.
get to just be with my family doing it.
And the fact that we just get to travel the world, eat food together,
Like,
it's a
what?
blessing, man.
God be like, just chill.
That's a fact.
Just chill. I mean, plenty of people post videos of food, but why do you think yours has resonated the way that it did?
I genuinely because I pray a lot. I think that can't be understated of how much that the power of prayer is real.
Amen.
And I never ask him for anything. I always just thank him in advance for whatever's gonna happen. And I think once you live a life of gratitude and you live a life of not wanting anything or wanting for anything, he gonna give you everything that is supposed to be for you. And I think that's what it boiled down to. But Pat, from a business perspective, I don't try to do anything. I just eat. And whatever happened after that, happened after that. I'm not trying to get the best angles, the best lighting. I don't have the best equipment. I got my phone. I don't try and make the best story. I literally, if I feel like I'm supposed to eat there, I eat there. And then whatever happened after that, happened after that.
And everything feels true.
I be chilling.
You know, like when I think about, like, if you're talking about the God of it all and the way you do it all, like, to me, it's all the same. Because, like, when I think about God, I think about the way, the truth, the light. I think about the honesty. It's just accuracy. It's what cannot be avoided. And when you acknowledge that, and when you're working in alignment with what's true for you, that's what people feel.
Absolutely.
They feel that alignment. Even you have your own style of editing. Like, no one could tell you to do that, but that was just what felt true to you.
For sure.
And then now it's the Keith Lee vibe. You know what I mean?
I'm a Vine baby, and I don't think that gets enough credit.
Come on.
I'm a Vine kid.
Talk about it.
So I graduated in 2014. So I'm a
We
Vine
love
kid.
Vine.
I'm a Instagram before Instagram had Reels. Like, that's the editing style that I come from. And I just refuse to change it because that's what I always related to and what I always enjoy watching.
Yes. When thinking about the platform today, I know you mentioned a lot of what your mission, especially now, has been about Family Day. But, I mean, would you just say it's supporting restaurants, bringing people together, or something else entirely when you think about why you're doing what you're doing and as an influencer?
Yeah, I would say it's about, one, being a marketing platform for small restaurants, but it's also about having a space for Black families to be represented. I'm a Black dad with a Black wife and Black kids. I think that's extremely important to show. And I think it's something that's underrepresented when it comes to mainstream media. I think they allow us to be in spaces that they want to allow us to be in. But we are able and we are blessed enough to be everywhere we're supposed to be at. And I think that that's really one of the biggest highlights from anything that I do. And from a business perspective, like I said, it's a marketing platform. And we really getting into a lot of business bags this year.
And I think it's an important thing to show, especially when we talk about the Black dollar and Black ownership.
Absolutely.
What I always try to say to people, whether they care about the culture or understand what the culture is about, or there's a lot of money being left on the table.
Absolutely. A lot
Because
of
when one community is not able to excel, everything else can't excel.
That's
So if
a
you
fact.
just think about it from the business standpoint, it's like, look at all the money that's being left on the table because people can't support their businesses.
That's
because
why I
nobody,
mess with you, Keke.
you know what I mean?
That is a
It's like,
fact.
because if there's more money there, then there's more money everywhere. And now we're
Absolutely.
talking about a more thriving economy because everybody can make money, so everybody can create. So it's important that we support the businesses.
And I feel like right now we are in a space where the dollar gets funneled through the same channels. And it gets funneled through the same people, and it goes to the same. It's a certain amount of people that I don't know how deep we gonna get to here, but we gonna get deep. It's a certain amount of people that they pick every now and again, and they keep them in the same rotation. And I'm blessed enough to be one of those people that's gonna be a disruptor of that and bring people who don't necessarily have a spotlight, that are in food deserts, that are in places that
I
aren't
grew
the
up in a
super
food
big
desert.
cities. And it's like, if you from Chicago, right? If you from the outskirts of Chicago, and you
Robbins.
see somebody come to Robbins, Illinois, and it's like, people in Robbins, Illinois have just as much, if not more sometimes, passion than people that are in the big cities. And they don't get the recognition. And like I said, I'm blessed enough to be a disruptor of that and bringing people from those communities and from those places. Like I said, a lady from the Puttery, she in Pearland, Texas.
Like, where is that?
If you ain't from Houston, you don't know where Pearland, Texas is.
I Pearland.
Yeah, it's like an hour out of Houston. And it ain't nobody over there. We was on the way driving over there. It wasn't nothing but grass and cows.
But that's what it takes.
Absolutely.
That's what it takes is people like yourself, people like us in these positions. I know we can't do everything, but what we can do, like, let's do it. Let's spread the access, spread the platform, spread the wealth. So I really love that. I really do. So from the beginning, your reviews center small, independent, often Black-owned restaurants. How soon did you realize that was the market you wanted to cover? Like, was that, you know what I mean?
It wasn't, like I said, from the beginning, it wasn't necessarily super business minded, but now it is. In the beginning, I'm very pro-Black. I want to see everybody that look like me succeed. And in my day-to-day life, I was going to places that look like me.
Yes.
Again, I'm from Detroit. I went to all-Black high school. I went to all-Black middle school. I went to all-Black church camp.
Come on.
And so that is my necessary, that's my deference is to go to where my people are, and to go to, and it sucks as a reality, but 9 times out of 10, the food deserts look like me and you.
Yeah.
The people who aren't represented and the people who are underfunded and the people who can't get the loans and are taking their kids back and forth from work, but still having people ask them for $10,000 for a marketing video that they can't afford look like me and you.
And it's like, come on, man.
That's why we do what we do for free.
Yeah, it's like, come on, get real. What's a small detail that you always notice that tells you, if there is one, oh, this place about to be good?
Ooh, from a food perspective or like just a general?
Yeah, like a restaurant.
I got a few of them.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
There is a very specific kind of joy that happens when you get 3 generations of your family all under one roof. And if you know, you know. I'm talking about mom teaching the grandkids something in the backyard, daddy on the grill doing what he does best, the cousins running around being feral in the best way possible. And let me tell you, that kind of moment, you're not really getting that in a hotel. In a hotel, everybody ends up in their own room, doors closed, doing their own thing. It starts to feel more like a logistics exercise than a family memory. But when I book a stay on Airbnb, like when I went to Big Bear, it's a whole different vibe. You get a real home in a real neighborhood with enough space so nobody's on top of each other, but still close enough that everybody's part of the same story. And that's what makes it special. Spring is the perfect time to do it before summer gets hectic and everybody's schedules take over. Find a home on Airbnb and get your whole family under one roof. Trust me, that's where the magic is.
So if we shooting a video, right, I will either, one, if there's a story that matches how the person is when you first meet them or when you meet them, I think that's automatically a for sure sign. Okay. So people will reach out and be like, hey, I done had this restaurant for 10 years and only 1 or 2 people come, but this is me and my mom or me and my dad, and this is a family-owned spot. When you walk in, you could tell if they legit like that. And I feel like within a few seconds of a conversation, you could tell. But when it comes from a food perspective, one is presentation. I feel like we all know when you see certain plates, especially when it comes to Black diaspora food, when you see certain plates, the way that the mac and cheese glisten, it's a very specific texture that has to be done for you, and you can see it with your eyes. But yeah, from a food perspective, but just I'm big on connection. Like I feel like I'm blessed enough to have discernment. And it hasn't steered me wrong yet. I feel like when I can know just off of a few bites and be like, this might get crazy.
I love the vibe of when you go to somewhere. It just made me think about going somewhere with my family and friends being like, we walk right in the door, we smell, ooh,
this about to be good. You know it immediately. You walk in like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You start unbuttoning like, yeah, this about to get
Come
good.
on,
Take your
unbutton
jacket
me.
off, get comfortable. Yeah. I feel like you know it immediately.
You do. Now we have to talk about in 2024, your followers spotting that worm.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh,
let's
that
get
was
into
so
it.
spooky ooky.
Yeah. So I didn't know what had happened. Spooky ooky is hilarious. So I didn't know what had happened until I posted it and I woke up the next morning. And typical for me, night after a post might be 2 million, 3 million. It was at like 13.
Oh,
and I said, hold on. I said, what? I said, oh, this is a real good video because the food was good. So I'm like, oh yeah. I said, oh, this doing
They
real
love
well.
this restaurant.
Yeah, I said, oh, they love this spot. And then I went in comments, all I saw was worm, worm, worm. And I can't confirm or deny what it was. It did appear that something moved. I can't say it was a worm or not, because you would know I don't want no smoke, because I don't know if that's what it was. But I did rewatch the video, and it did appear that something moved.
I saw the movement.
Now, there's a bonito flakes. There's I don't know exactly what bonito flakes are, if somebody can look it up for me.
Sure.
But it's like a dried seaweed that kind of moves if it gets touched. So it could have been that.
That's what. So when I saw it,
could have been
I also thought about, because I saw a weird video before about some type of sashimi that
it's like a sashimi. It's like it's I don't know what bonito flakes are, but it absolutely could have been that. It could have been a worm. I'm not here to confirm it or not. But all I know is I was healthy afterwards.
Thank goodness.
And you know how the internet get. They immediately start telling me I had 72 hours to live, and I needed to go get dewormed
That's
and
crazy.
detaped.
Now y'all got me drinking my magnesium citrate all night.
Charcoal pills. Trying to get the worm out of there.
That's so crazy. That's one of those weird ones where you just get spooked. They just spook you. You know what I mean?
And people be scaring people.
What is the craziest, most fun, if you can think of it, experience you've had while traveling, doing your food critiques?
Ooh, specifically food wise?
But if you have a crazy, funny one that was not food wise, go ahead.
Food wise, I would say, Yeah, I like you, Keke. Okay, so we went to South Carolina.
Okay.
And his name is Bernard. I'm sure everybody has seen Bernard before. His name is BS Dining Experience, I think. He has a super big oil fryer, and it's literally like 30 feet long.
Oh my gosh.
And he be frying bear paws. He fried python. He fried anything you can get your hands on. Rabbit, squirrel. When we went, thank God, he was frying chicken. But it was some of the best chicken I've ever had in my life. But It was the countryest thing I've ever been a part of. We in this man's backyard. When I tell you, the grill here, right? His backyard stopped maybe like 10 feet after that.
I love stuff like that.
After that, the woods.
I love stuff
and
like that.
I said, where you get the bear from? He gonna look at me and go,
the woods.
I said, no, for real, where you get it from? And he legit walked me back there. It's just nothing but open land. So they go back there and hunt. They grab the food. They take it. They take whatever hair off of it, put it in the fryer, and pass it to you on a plate.
My uncle them used to cook raccoon.
See, again, I'm from Detroit, so they had some coon.
They be eating
venison
them
chili, squirrel chili.
Yup.
Yeah, I ain't eat no coon. I'll try everything once. I'll try everything once, but I ain't eat no coon.
Crazy, man. Okay, now you've truly tried it all, so we need to do a quick little rapid fire, to get your thoughts on the most hotly debated food topics. So I'll read a statement, and you'll give an opinion.
Let me sip one more time. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm with you.
Okay, pineapple on pizza.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Ordering a steak well done.
No. You might as well chew on a tire.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Ooh. Do it got toppings on it? If it got toppings on it, yes.
Velveeta in mac and cheese.
Hell no.
Chili without beans.
Ooh, we just talked about this today. Chili without beans, only go on hot dogs. Chili with beans, go in a bowl with rice.
Because, baby, that's sloppy Joe soup. Stop playing with us.
It's not.
Come
chili.
on.
Go ahead.
Mukbangs.
They not doing no talking. Just straight.
They just...
No. I can't do it. And that's just somebody who smack a lot. I can't do it. Yeah.
Okay. Butter dipped ice cream.
Oh, is it hard butter? Do it harden like a shell?
Oh my gosh! Back in the day, my dad. Do you remember back in the day
the chocolate? And the second it freeze, is it like that? If it's like that, then yes.
We'll say it's like that.
Okay, yes.
I literally used to that unlocked a core memory. My dad.
I think it's called like shelled or something like that. Yeah,
we love that as kids. We love that.
If it do that, then yes. If not, then no.
What are some food trends you really get behind?
Ooh.
Because there's so many online. But is there any that you see coming up?
There's one right now. I wish I had her name. I hate when this happens.
I know.
Because
you want to shout them out.
I really want to. But y'all gonna know who I'm talking about if you've ever seen it before. She explores Black recipes that are lost. You know who I'm talking about?
No, but I love this concept.
Okay, so she goes back into the history books and she gets Black American cuisines that nobody makes anymore. And it's the dopest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That
It's
sounds so freaking
dope.
cool.
Like, she makes dishes like
I cannot wait to go and look at that.
back in like old school country dishes that our grandmas used to make. And like the fact that they got lost in translation and we don't make them anymore. You know, when they be saying we losing recipes, she finding all of the recipes. And that's
And how
that's
is
one
she
of my
actually
favorite things.
able to find them? What is she?
I think she's just doing research
That's extensive.
because the research is there, or the knowledge is there. I just think it's one of those things that you don't know if you don't know. And I'm sure that they have a bunch of like a plethora of, because we still are blessed enough to have grandmas that are living that know and grew up eating stuff like that. But the fact that it's in front of us, I think is super dope.
That's amazing. So behind the Keith Lee effect are obviously real families. But what's one moment that reminded you of the human side of your influence?
I got a couple. One, I would say there was a place called Dynamite Korean Barbecue. When we first went, it was in Vegas. When we first went, the owner, he found out a week after getting his dream restaurant that he was diagnosed with stage 3 tongue cancer.
What?
And he was his whole life fighting for this restaurant. The second he get it, he started having mouth sores, or he started having issues where he had to go to the hospital, and they told him he had stage 3 tongue cancer. The video he made initially was, hey, we don't have any people coming in. The rent is super expensive. I went in maybe, I would say, I forgot what month it was, but it was like in December. 2 days later, line wrapped around the corner. The owner was able to tell me he saw his dream come true, and he finally got everything that he was dreaming about and he was wishing for, and he was okay with that. And right after he passed away, we did a memorial service for him where over 4,000 people showed up and patronized the place. We paid for everybody to come and eat. It was one of the dopest things. It was literally a community day before a community day, or a family day before a family day. And everybody was able to come and enjoy. His wife is still living, and the way she embraced me, like, I felt like she was like my auntie. Like, she embraced me like, you don't know what this means, but thank you. And like, she gave me the biggest hug.
I love that.
I would say that's one. It's so many, because we have so many conversations with owners right after we leave, and the stuff that people tell me is literally like second to none. So there's a place in New Orleans, one of the very first places outside of Vegas, that got the quote unquote Keith Lee effect. And this is the part that I've never told anybody. We was driving around, first food tour ever that we've done outside of Vegas, and I'm in this mindset of like, this not gonna work. It's only happening in Vegas because it was like one-offs, or it was like random, or like, oh, this just got booming, but outside of a different state, it's not gonna be the same. Right. So we driving around New Orleans. We got a list full of restaurants. I'm going through the list, and I don't feel anything on this list. Like, you know, you look at something and it's like, yeah, we can go, but nothing stood out to me, right?
Yes.
I prayed while we was in the car, and I said, I thank God in advance that I find a place that not only would benefit from us being there, but actually has great food. And this is exactly how I'm talking to him, because I talk to him like he my cousin. Actually has great food and is where we supposed to be at. 5 minutes later, I got an email from a place called Cajunlicious. It was Cajunlicious Grill or something like that. It was a small family-owned shack. And when I say shack, like, it was like a 10 by 10 hut with 4 or 5 people in there, and they shoulder to shoulder. And we went in, some of the best chicken I've ever had in my life. And around the corner. And to this day, they just opened a brick and mortar in New Orleans. And they're gonna be at the Family Day Festival.
Oh my
God. So that's for sure one of the ones that to me stands out, because it was our first one, and I'm doubting the journey that we on, and I'm asking God to put us, or thanking God in advance that we get put in this situation, and he literally put us where we're supposed to be at.
When I'm literally sitting here talking to you about this, I started to think to myself, I mean, some people have been food critics forever, and they don't necessarily get the impact of the Keith Lee effect. I mean, have you ever gotten feedback on that? Have any food critics been like, yo?
Yeah, I get it. I get it from both sides. I get the professional chefs who are like, he ain't a food critic and he just a influencer. Like, yeah. I get that title, but then I also get people who have been in the space for a very long time, and they send love and respect for it.
Yeah.
But I've always had imposter syndrome, and I'm getting a lot better. I don't see myself how nobody else see me. So food critic, influencer, creator, I am Keith.
Yeah.
I'm Keith and nothing else but Keith. only title that I have been accepting of lately is businessman.
Okay.
Because out of anything that I have been blessed enough to do, it is, like I said, marketing from just and it has nothing to do with a professional, because I'm not a professional chef. I'm not a person who has a big, extensive culinary background. I'm just a person who has a food.
But that level of authorship in, especially an industry like entertainment, even though it's not necessarily something you were trying to do, but you know, it becomes, you're public facing, so it becomes entertainment. People try to tell you who you are.
Who you are.
They really, really do. And and the thing is, like, these are things that I do. I do critique food.
Absolutely.
I do X, Y, and Z. I do, but that's not me. What I really am
That's a fact.
is an architect. I'm really a business person.
Absolutely.
This is something that I'm
my
willing to tell.
mind works business first. My mind works marketing first. So even when we doing the festival, we doing all of the marketing for it. Like, we own the ground. We went to Mardi Gras and we was walking around. We went under the bridge. If you ever been in New Orleans, under the bridge is like, it's a big bridge that goes throughout the entire city, and people just come under there and party.
Yeah.
It's like just people walking around. It's car shows and it's food everywhere. People dancing, DJs, and we literally just walking in the middle of 10,000, 15,000 people. And it's not, again, from a place of like, oh, I got something to sell. It's like, no, this is what I feel like I'm called to do, and I'm going feet to the ground.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only way, if you are going to sell anything, that's the only way to do it, because it's from a place of like, I appreciate y'all. I think that the fact that y'all going to spend a single dollar on me means the world to me. So my mind always goes marketing first.
Coming from Detroit, what is your connection to New Orleans? How did that become your...
So, random enough, the very first place that we did food tour was New Orleans, but we was in Puerto Rico because my brother had got married, and I'm very spontaneous. So I told them, hey, I want to go somewhere and eat some food, and let's go record it. Mind you, we ain't never did a food tour before. We ain't never did no traveling for nothing, for food specifically, when it come to recording anything. So they looking at me like I'm crazy.
Right.
And I'm like, let's just find the closest place. We trying to get on a Disney cruise. And they like, you can't get on a Disney cruise the same day. I said, that's not how that works. So I said, what's the closest flight? And New Orleans happened to be the closest flight. And we went, and like I said, we was there for maybe a week, and it was still, in my opinion, some of the best food I've ever had in my life.
Oh my gosh. So it's just like kind of that memory of this is where it all began.
For sure.
Type of thing. Yeah.
And I'll give you something I ain't never gave nobody before. Only my family know this. My mom's family is from New Orleans, and I grew up going to New Orleans as a kid. And the reason I never spoke on it for real is because I was a kid. So I used to go when my grandpa passed away when I was 6, I believe, like 5 or 6.
Rest in peace.
So thank you. But you know, people, especially if you from there, they're gonna be like, "Oh, where'd you go when you was a kid?" Or where your grandpa from? Or what's such and such?
They start testing you.
Yeah, I don't have those answers. I still got family on my mom's side that lives out there.
Yeah.
But I don't have those answers, so I never said anything because I don't want the you from the Ninth Ward or what ward you from? So I just always kept it to myself. But yeah, I do have roots there.
Yeah.
But again, this is a traveling thing. This isn't something that's only gonna be native to New Orleans.
Of course.
This is something that will move around, and we will go places like my hometown.
Midwest 2027.
Amen.
I have a special connection to New Orleans because my parents, they met in New Orleans. They were doing like a
dope.
speech and interp competition that my mom won, and my dad was like, I'm in love with her. She's amazing. So I always think about my parents eating Popeyes
I love
for
that.
the first time.
Shout out to
in
Popeyes.
New Orleans.
That's
Shout out to
dope.
Popeyes.
Yeah.
Exactly. How nervous does it get, especially because of the Keith Lee effect now? Does it get to know that if you say something negative about a restaurant, they might really get messed up business-wise?
It's crazy because what I may deem negative or what I may deem positive, somebody may deem negative. And it's so, especially in the world of social media, if you are somebody who is positive 90% of the time, if you say anything that can remotely be deemed, oh, he don't like this, it gets turned into World War III. Other than if I was somebody who's always vulgar or always cussing, if I cuss once, all hell break loose. Like,
People used to do that to me too.
Oh, hell break loose.
And it's like, I cuss a little.
Yeah, I can cuss a little. I cuss a little. What she say? I cuss a little bit.
I cuss a little.
Just a little bit.
Amanda. I cuss a little.
But I think that's one of those things where when it comes to even negative critiques, that I don't be critiquing nothing. I just give you my opinion.
Yeah.
And I come from a place or a perspective of a customer, and I come from a place of perspective of somebody who just want to get on a plane, go to a random city, and just grab some good food.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts. I just want to get on a plane, go somewhere. I don't want to have the biggest name to be able to eat there. I don't want to have to call 10 hours ahead. I don't want to have a whole bunch of people around me in order to eat. I just want to eat some great food. And I want my mom to be able to go in after me and you don't know that's my mama and she get the same experience.
Yeah.
I want
then you want the real response.
For sure.
You know, food isn't in necessarily polarizing, but you've used it to highlight how certain issues impact people's real lives.
Absolutely.
So I have to bring up you supporting Mexican restaurants during ICE.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, it's still going on, ICE raids. And then you sending, you know, asking brands to stop sending you PR, instead donate food.
Absolutely.
So I think that's really impactful and just shows that it means more to you beyond food. But I mean, how did those ideas come to you? Was this something that you and Ronnie, your wife, would speak about? Or
I'm not a political person. I am a human being. So my perspective came specifically from a human being standpoint. It had nothing to do with the politics of the situation or what side is what. I believe in right and wrong, and I specifically chose that time and that place to speak on it because it was something that was near and dear to me. I've seen the behind the scenes of these restaurants. I've been blessed enough to have connections with a bunch of different backgrounds and ethnicities and backgrounds, and I've been blessed enough to travel just like you have. And we all know this country does not exist without everybody.
Yeah,
this is a place that is built on that.
Yes,
and
that's what we thought. So it's like, what's going on?
And the second that I feel like that gets disrupted, if I'm blessed enough to have any voice to say anything about it, then I think people was, and I don't know why, and again, I ain't never said this before, I don't know why people thought I was on the other side. I don't know why you were surprised.
People did?
Yeah, people was like, oh, I'm so shocked. For what?
What did you give that gave that?
I have no idea. They ain't never gave that. Keke,
I'm like, why wouldn't
never
they
gave that.
Think you supporting the people? Everything is so community driven.
Keke, I'm one of the people. I'm amongst the people,
So
and I've
crazy.
always been with the people. So when people were shocked, I'm like, I'm shocked. You shocked? Like, you know, when people get to looking around, I got to looking around too. I'm like,
It's like that video
what
when
we
them dudes
confused
like,
about? Yeah. I'm like, we both looking at each other lost. But yeah, I feel like it wasn't something that was a shock to the people who were closest to me.
Sure.
Because again, I've always been very outspoken when it comes to stuff like that because I believe in the empowerment and the movement of Black and brown people.
Yes.
And if we don't do it, it's not gonna get done.
And we all are trying to do it from our standpoint.
Absolutely.
Like you said, at the end of the day, I'm a human being. I know I ain't gonna change the world. That's
That's a
God's
fact.
job.
That's a fact.
But if I could do a little something,
If I can
you know
say
what I'm
what's
saying,
on my mind
in
I'm
my
gonna say
life,
what's on my mind.
then I
That's
will. So I really
fact.
appreciate you for that.
Absolutely.
Also think there's something cool that I want to point out is that you turned down like nearly $1 million deal because
Absolutely.
you don't eat the brand of the food. And I think this is important to say because as a creator and in this economy, that's a tough decision for two reasons. A, because obviously ethically, but then also people do just need to live. You know, we never know when our next deal or things are coming through, but you to me showed an enormous amount of faith to know that if I say no to this and it's not true to me, the right thing is going to come my way. But I know it must have been difficult making that decision.
I wasn't making money like that. So when they said $1 million, I was like, well, how much? I said, who you gonna cash out to me? Immediately, my thought process was, is this gonna be my last $1 million? And am I willing for this to be my last $1 million? Because it was something that went against who I am as a person.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the food itself. It had more to do with what they wanted me to do with the food. So they wanted me to take a bite of it and go, it's a 10 out of 10. I ain't never been
leave
him.
me alone. Don't talk to me.
Keke, I ain't never been him.
Please keep, don't
Keke,
talk.
And I was like, I can't do it.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
I wanted to work with them, but from a community standpoint.
Yes.
I brought up like, hey, let's do it. This is again 3 or 4 years before the family day. I said, let's do a community day. Let's do something where it's brought by this person or brought by this company. And it really makes an impact within the community. Let's go to some schools.
Yes.
Let's go talk to some kids. Let's go and preach the importance of a nutritional balanced diet.
Yes.
Like, let's do that. Like, let's go do something that is centered around that. And it was like, no, eat that and say it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, well, if you
And I
don't
said,
want to
I
work
can't
with
do
me,
it.
then you don't see me as a partner.
That's a fact.
You
You
see
see
me
me
as
as somebody who got 10 million followers, and how many people on that platform got 10 million followers?
But the great thing about what you're saying is, first of all, this is the exact same way that I think about when I'm working with a brand. Is like, at the end of the day, if you see me as a partner, then you need to respect what I'm saying. And I'm telling you, because I know you're looking at me and you're saying I'm a black girl and that you want the black audience. But I'm telling you right now, black, white, any of my audience members, because it's all included.
That's the demographic. Yeah, he's right.
They know what I'm being, when I'm being real,
That's a
when I'm
fact.
being fake, what makes sense. So if
I
you
don't
don't
have a poker face.
You know what I mean? And if you don't want them to look at you crazy because you got me up here
It's gonna
being
backfire.
crazy, it's gonna backfire on all of
backfire.
us.
For
So
sure.
like, it's like,
that's why I said it would be my last $1 million, because the people who rock with me and the people who know who I am, they immediately is gonna be like, oh, that's not him. And how fast did that happen? Oh, it's been a year since everything took off, and he already with the $1 million. He already took it. Oh, he got bought out that quick.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got bought out that quick. You
and then
can't
the
buy
great
me for
thing
100
about
million.
it is that people then at that point will know, this is how you work with me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It ain't like I
Absolutely.
can't work with you.
For sure.
But you got to work with me.
Absolutely.
You know?
You never want the title as somebody that's difficult to work with, but you also never want the title as somebody that's super easy to work with either.
To the point where you just do
You just do
there's
anything.
there's no thought or
Yeah,
intentionality.
like, oh, he'll do anything. Oh, okay, this is something I want to stress for people who are just getting into this space
Yes,
or
this is
are
important.
want to get into this space, that all of these brands talk to each other. They all know each other. So if you accept a rate in one spot, he getting on the phone and he's saying, oh, he just quoted you $1 million. He just took 50,000 over here. Oh, he just did it with I didn't even have to pay for his flight. He only got one hotel room and there's 6 of them. They do that and they are talking over coffee after the conversation. Or they're going to get on the phone and say, hey, if you come to him, you got to come correct.
You've got to set a
He
proper
got a
precedent.
family to feed. He don't play about his wife. His wife got to be there. His kids got to be there. They don't play about that. And I feel like once you set that, yes, it's going to be hard at first. Yes, it's scary. But the more that you say no, the more valuable your yes is. And the more valuable people are going to value that. Because if you don't take yourself serious, nobody going to take you serious. If you show up and you have ass and everybody going to have ass because they like, oh, he don't even require that much.
Right.
But if you show up and like, oh, I'm blessed enough to be him, they going to treat you like you him.
You know what I mean?
That's
It's
a fact.
really true. You just got to know your value, I think, is also
Everything is a
you know?
game. You got to play it.
Come on.
It's all a game.
You got to know. You got to know. Well, my time is up. I'm really sad about this.
This
but
has been amazing.
man, we kick it, bick and back being boo.
You are the Keke.
That's you, dog.
You him, man.
That is you.
You him.
Now, I got to play a game with you because I play a
Please,
game with all
please,
my
please,
guests.
please,
You've
please.
traveled the country. You've eaten everything. So we had to switch things up for you when you come into the show. Okay, we're going to do a blind taste test. Yes, a blind taste test. Here's how it works. We'll put on blindfold, try a new item every round, and give our honest takes and best guesses. After the tasting, blindfolds come off and we find out what we've actually been eating.
Oh, come on.
Are you ready,
Keke? I
Keith?
am. I'm
I
very
did this
excited.
just for you, Keith.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm super excited.
This feels almost like a fried green tomato.
Huh?
It's
like
not.
a who to you? Are you eating already?
I already put it in my mouth. I'm too quick.
Wait. It's like a pickle or something. Wait, it's like a fried pickle? Oh, no, that ain't no pickle.
Mine feels like fake meat.
Keke?
Yours feels like real meat.
I don't know what this is.
I
don't
feel
feel
you
like
on the
meat.
pickle though,
It don't feel like nothing I've ever had before.
and it's breaded, real bready.
Real bready.
I'm gonna open this sucker
I
up.
thought, wait, hold on. Hold on.
And
That's
get
a
to the
sauce
I'm
in
about
here.
to get to
It's
the
a
grit.
sauce.
Wait. It might be fried tomatoes. You were right. It's fried.
Can we look?
Yep, ready to take off the blindfold?
Wait, hold on. No. Hold on. Let me get the sauce first. The sauce gonna tell me.
There was sauce. That
No,
was right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That is a fried tomato. Mm-hmm. Maybe green tomato.
It's very good.
It's seasoned well, ain't it? The blindfold's off?
What
Yep,
restaurant
take
is
the
this?
blindfold off. Go for it.
Yeah. Fried green tomato. It's a spicy aioli.
Yeah.
It didn't smell like a pickle. It felt like a pickle because I can grab this tomato and it felt real.
And you know how them green
like
tomatoes are a little bit sour. They still have a similar. Very, very
Oh, no,
good.
That's good though.
I like this. Who did this? Who was these people?
That tastes country.
Fixins, black-owned restaurant.
Fixins.
Oh, that's Fixins.
Everybody
I've had
likes
Fixins
Fixins.
before. Shout out to Fixins.
Shout out to Fixins.
Shout out to Fixins. I can't even find a plate.
Oh
wait.
my gosh, kid.
Oh, it's a taco. Oh, it's a taco
Oh, yeah.
with
Yeah,
a green
for sure.
sauce. Wait.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure, I
green
can
sauce.
feel the taco of it all. Mine feels a too thick.
Ooh,
Is that good?
that is spicy than a
Wait, really?
God. God damn, what's that? That orange salsa? That ain't green.
I don't know about this, Mama. I don't know about this. Mine is the fake meat.
Mine tastes like pineapple.
Yeah, mine has a lot going on.
It's spicy though.
I don't know about this.
Did you taste the salsa? Dip your
tasted
finger to
it.
the salsa.
I tasted that sauce and it was like habanero, just straight hot, no flavor.
Straight habanero. Immediate
Straight
back
hot,
of the
no
tongue
flavor.
spice. What meat is that?
The meat is not right.
It,
I'm trying. I'm trying, Keith. This ain't good to me. And I'm very sorry to them.
sorry to that man.
Okay? I don't like this.
It's very obviously a vegan.
Vegan
problem.
al pastor time.
It is very obviously vegan.
Everything can't be vegan.
I don't think there was any separation of vegan and not vegan.
Yeah.
I think you knew immediately that
I
it
knew
was vegan.
immediately it was vegan.
Yeah.
Everything can't be vegan. This is when you're doing a vegan thing and you do mushrooms.
Yeah.
You know, don't do the fake meat. Mushrooms, grilled things.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
What kind of meat substitute is that?
And I don't mean no shade.
Shout out
Because
to
maybe
them.
to
I
somebody
said
that
it was orange, and I didn't know it was orange.
It's a red sauce.
this was
That
just
ain't
hot,
red.
by the
That's
way.
hot.
This was just hot, no
Habanero
flavor.
at all. He said, I don't.
I don't want that. This wasn't right.
He said, what?
By the way, I say this to say, if you are a vegan, you might love this.
Hey, man. See, that's why I rock
This
with
is
this
that,
dude.
you know.
Because everything is not for everybody.
That's it.
Hey, man.
Amen.
Different strokes for different folks. And that ain't your stroke.
Y'all can go and get
Yeah.
rid of her. Okay, this is hard as a brick.
What?
This is some dessert item that they
is
put too
it?
much on.
This ain't dessert.
You know this
Is
is
this dessert?
some dessert. Like crumble.
Oh, this is a
or
cookie.
something. Yeah.
Girl, it's a
It's
hard
cheap
ass
and
cookie.
it's hard as a brick. Like, what the hell is going on?
Keke!
Guys, no.
Wait, is crumble? Is it good? Is it good? No, it ain't good.
It's good.
Is it good?
It's a little bit good,
A little bit?
friend. It's a little bit good.
I know it ain't. I know it ain't. I know
It's
it
not
ain't good.
bad, right?
It's sweet.
It's sweet.
It's overly sweet. I can
Oh,
take my
it's-
blind photo.
Yeah. Because we knew it was a cookie.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh
it was
my
a matcha
gosh.
cookie though.
Oh my gosh.
It makes
This
it better
is
than
a
matcha
cake.
cookie. It's thick.
Why do they do this?
What kind of cookie is this?
It's
So,
very sweet. It's very good. This one had to be
It's
snickerdoodle.
lemon.
This one I don't know.
This is lemon and matcha.
Can this snickerdoodle?
Oh,
Matcha
yuzu. I can taste
It
the
tastes
citrusy.
good. This is the thing. I don't usually like anything this large. The moment that I see this size,
You out.
I'm gone. But it does taste good.
It is good. It's very
And they
good,
could easily make this smaller. You know what I mean?
I will say they
recipe's
are very
correct.
hard. It's a very hard cookie.
But some people
Yeah.
love all this
It is-
monster
it's
cookie
a very
stuff.
hard cookie.
Some people love this. Kids
Oh
do.
wait, I should have grabbed this one first one because this
Wait
one's
till you
not
eat that.
hard at all. This one real soft. Look,
It
you
was
can see
very
it falling
tasty.
apart.
It was very tasty, Keith. I don't know why every time I say Keith, I always say Keith.
Oh.
I pronounce it with an F.
I should have had that one first.
It was
that
very
one tastes
good.
like cinnamon toast crunch.
It's very. This one, absolutely delicious.
You're not a huge fan of this one though.
I didn't love that taste. What did you think? You liked it?
I like the fact that it was citrusy at the end, and I could taste the matcha immediately.
Yeah.
That one I think is just softer and it has much of like a buttery taste. It tastes like cereal. That tastes like if I had some milk, that would taste like cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah. That with a little dip of milk would be great. I'm giving this green one another chance.
Do you drink matcha?
I like matcha.
You do. We gotta get
It's
some
good.
matcha together.
You know some hopping spots.
I
I know.
love some matcha.
Because I hate when it gets gritty.
I can't stand gritty
Am I
matcha.
eating matcha or am I eating dirt? You know what I mean?
You don't like it to be super earthy.
Yeah, I don't like
I'm
when
the
it goes
same.
super earthy like
I'm
that.
the
Get,
same.
you know, I want the flavor.
I like real matcha though. I want
Yeah.
that like, whew.
Wow,
Like,
you
I
want that?
like,
I'm up.
Yeah, I want that kick. Like,
What's
yeah,
your
I love
favorite
matcha.
type of food?
Ooh,
I never knew that.
American cuisine. Black American cuisine.
I love
some
American
Black
cuisine.
American.
So wait a
I
minute.
love Black American food.
Black American plate, what's on yours?
Ooh,
We need a protein and then give me some sides.
yams,
Yams without a doubt.
collard greens.
Collard greens.
If I'm feeling in the mood, some
Potato
fried
salad?
catfish. Well, potato salad.
Baby,
man,
catfish.
Some
Oh, you a
fried catfish.
Midwestern
I'm from
boy.
Detroit. It gotta
Come
be
on.
fried catfish. If I don't got fried catfish, I love a wing. I don't like wingdings. Gotta be the whole wing.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want.
yeah.
I want to be able to do this.
Yeah,
One of them like.
I'm not mad.
Like it gotta be a full pull.
I want the process.
I want everything. If it's not, I hate smothered foods. That's the only thing I don't like when it comes to like smothered
steak.
Smothered. I don't like nothing smothered and covered. I'm a texture person, so I still got the goddamn black photo. I'm a texture person.
You made it look cool.
Yeah, I don't like nothing that's like engulfed in gravies and stuff. But
I'm not mad at gravies and sauces.
What's your protein?
My protein, 1,000%. I'm here for catfish all day long. Now, back in the day when I ate that, pork chop. Pork chop
straight.
Get you right.
It got to be fried.
It's got to be fried.
You like it covered
fried
or just straight?
Chop. I like a little covered. It doesn't have to be though.
Okay, but
at
straight
least
fried.
I'm into like my dad would do like a smothered steak. I do love smothered steak with some grilled onions. You could count me in.
But see, that's not gravy smothered. You like you like peppers and okay, I can get down with that.
I like
I just
all
can't.
that.
I hate brown gravy and it's just like
and
ladled.
it's just that.
Yeah, ladled. I
can see that.
Yeah.
So my plate would be so similar to yours. The only thing I might add is a little side of a potato salad.
What kind of potato salad? What color is it?
A little bit yellow.
Only real potato salad eaters know.
Why would I say
Only real potato salad eaters know. It gotta have a little tinge of yellow.
Why is it like
It can't be white. It gotta have a little it can't be super yellow, but it gotta have like just
That
a little
is so funny.
Like one of them
Oh my gosh, that would be so good, man. I'm hungry.
Yeah, we gotta go eat.
We do.
Yeah,
we
gotta
do.
Eat. This is a big ass cookie. It's sweet too.
That was so sweet. Wow.
Yeah, God is amazing, man. This is an honor of mine, bro. This is so dope.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I
This
feel
is
the
so
exact
dope.
same.
You are the best,
Thank you so
man.
much, man.
You are
Seriously,
amazing.
seriously,
Yeah, you are amazing.
This was so fun, guys. Keith Lee's impact goes far beyond food. Yes, the content blows up, but it's the care behind it that really moves people. From the toughest seasons of his life to building something that feeds his family and supports entire communities. Keith has done this his way. And whether he's in a car, in a kitchen, or in your city, his videos always keep it real. If you're anywhere near New Orleans, make sure you check out Family Day. And I'll see you next time on Baby, This is Keke Palmer.
Baby, this is Keke.